Why, hello there, everyone. Morel, as he appears in Hunter x Hunter NENxIMPACT, got his gameplay reveal trailer finally, so let's check it out. There is a lot you can do in creating a moveset for Morel, so I am really excited to see what the devs cooked up for him. I'm expecting a lot of big hitboxes with the pipe, and also something I thought of since recording that big moveset speculation video is that I hope he can use Smoky Jail as a way to trap the opponent. Not necessarily trap them, but to create these artificial walls in order to essentially shrink the stage, right? Not too dissimilar from the Crusader from DNF Duel. In DNF Duel, the Crusader could create these artificial walls, which would prevent the opponent from running away to an extent, right? So being able to trap an opponent with Smoky Jail would make it that much easier to bully them with the big hitboxes that I'm expecting him to have with the pipe, right? I really hope Smoky Jail isn't just relegated to a cinematic super. I'm thinking there's a decent chance it will be, so that's the one thing on my wish list here. I hope Smoky Jail is an actual gameplay thing. But also, I'm expecting the smoke clones to maybe have Morel be the resident puppet character, or puppet master character, I should say. It always bothers me when people say puppet archetype instead of puppet master archetype, because puppet archetype is short for puppet master, but calling a puppet master a puppet is the complete opposite of what a puppet master is, right? So I don't want to shorten puppet master into puppet. But yeah, he might be the resident puppet master archetype, which is interesting because we've already seen Ginthru call in his henchmen, his two goons, as part of his moveset, but it wasn't necessarily indicative of a puppet master archetype, because what makes a puppet master is that you can keep the puppets on screen and have them do things simultaneously as you are doing things, and you're actually having to, like a puppet master, control what they are doing by giving them inputs, rather than just calling them out with a move, which would be what Ginthru was able to do, right? Presumably. Anyway, let's check this out. Also, we are getting a new stage here in Nov's room. I'm pretty sure I said this. Maybe I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I said this in the moveset speculation video I did. Well, maybe I didn't, because I only talked about movesets in that video, right? So maybe this was only something I was thinking of. I was thinking about making a stage prediction video, just predicting all the stages that could be in the game. And obviously, Nov's room would have been on that list. As soon as I saw Nov's room in the show, I immediately thought, wow, this is like the training stage from a fighting game. So when they make the fighting game, this could be the only fighting game in existence where the training room is justified, because it's actually a canonical place where the characters go. Also, on the first frame of this video, for some reason, Morel's tie is clipping into his shirt, so I made sure to put it on the second frame here while I was talking, just to not leave it on an unflattering frame, because for some reason it's only on that very first frame, which they could have just removed from the video. Anyway. Okay, we're already seeing some of those really big hitboxes, right? Or at least a far-reaching hitbox, because wow, that is fast. Is there even an in-between frame here? A little bit. Wow, okay, that is fast, though. But my point is, maybe there's only a hitbox on the end, so it's not necessarily a big hitbox, but a far-reaching one. But regardless, you were able to smack them from so far away with this. And I would expect the hitbox to comprise the entire thing here, because there's no reason for the middle part of it to just clip through someone. Wow, that is fast. I don't think I was expecting him to be that fast with the pipe. There's his wall bounce, so we know that pretty much seemingly every character gets a wall bounce. Oh, you can see the door in the background, that's funny. I kind of wish that you could see some snacks on the ground from when they were eating before storming the palace. I think that would be kind of funny. Another thing they could do with this stage maybe it would be a little too morbid, right? So I can understand why they wouldn't do it. But another thing you could do is you could have the bodies of Chimera ants piled up, laying about in the background when they were letting the ants in one by one for Netero to deal with them. But like I said, that would probably be a little too morbid, so maybe they could have just gone with the snacks on the ground. But it looks as if they just wanted to keep it as clean as possible, which is okay. So here's his first smoke-based attack. It looks as if it might just be a button. Nothing about this screams to me as a special move of any kind. Maybe a command normal, but it looks as if it just has some kind of hitbox in front of him, right? Maybe this is what his sweeps are, because this looks as if it could be a low. So maybe these are his lows instead of him getting low and doing a kick like that. Not much reason to animate him doing kicks when he's able to swing a pipe and blow smoke, right? Okay, but that's definitely some kind of special. So he does a cancel here. Okay, maybe this is a puppet that he is having to control in real time, but to me, this looks as if it is just operating on its own. And it's doing these attacks at a set speed, which is giving him a lot of corner carry. Did that not hard knockdown? I can't tell if that's doing a hard knockdown or not, but he's able to hit him afterwards. I think this is reminding me of the fish, the indoor fish from Crollo, in that it's able to attack on its own and you have to convert from it. Or maybe you could do some kind of setup on block with it, right? If you're able to call it out and have go and be forced to block it while it's attacking at that set pattern. Okay, it's fitting that they're putting Netero in here. Okay, so that smoke move he did in the air. Oh, I want to see the keyframe on that. That makes me think of a hunting horn from Monster Hunter, hitting with the hilt like that. In fact, I always got the impression of a hunting horn from Monster Hunter when I saw that he uses a pipe in the show. But this move right here, this looks extremely similar to the smoke move he used on the ground. So it's probably also just a button that he can press in the air. The hitbox seems pretty good, because you can see that Netero's pretty far below him, and this is still connecting, so this might be a good jump in as well. Whoa! He gets a Zangief super? I was not expecting that. What is this based on? This might be original, unless I'm just forgetting. Let me know in the comments if I'm forgetting something. But this is very reminiscent of Zangief. That's funny. Yeah, it's like Zangief's level 2 from Street Fighter 6. Or his V-Trigger or whatever it's called from Street Fighter 5. I've played a lot more 6 than 5, and I played Abigail in 5, not Zangief. I want to see that again. You might be able to combo after it. Maybe. Okay, so we see a tackle here. Combo from the wall bounce. Dude, it looks as if Morel will be able to convert from anywhere. considering his corner carry plus his giant hitboxes that can reach you from pretty much halfway across the entire screen. Aw. Dude, look how far away they are here, right? He gets the wall bounce. So if he's able to combo into a wall bounce, he'll be able to just do the same combo every time because he'll always be able to reach you, right? So he might be a very stable character, which is funny because I was expecting him, maybe I was low-key expecting him to be a more complicated character to play in being able to summon the smoke clones, but considering how stably he's able to convert, he might actually be one of the easier characters because of that. Yeah, the hitboxes are so good. We did not see Smoky Jail anywhere. So I'm going to huff the hopium and say that we just didn't see it, right? It's possible it's not part of his moveset because it's not an absolute necessity. You would have to include it, considering it's not even something he used combat-wise, right? It was utility. But because of that, I think it would be really cool for him to have a utility super in summoning Smoky Jail, right? Instead of him just having damaging supers like everybody else in the game. But I will say the direction of this super, the cinematography of this, pretty good. Especially considering some of these cinematic supers in this game are a little lackluster. Some of these cinematic supers show the budget of this game a little bit. This is reminding me of something. I like this shot here, being able to show that he's able to summon multiple clones at once. Because otherwise, if that one move that we saw in which he summons a smoke clone were the only thing showing that he could use smoke clones, people that never read the manga or watched the show, they might not know that he's able to create a whole army of these, right? So it's good that they're able to include several of them at once, even if it's just in a super here. But here, what am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Strider? This might be one-to-one Strider's super, or one of Strider Hiryu's super. If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. I'll look it up after this just to see if I'm right. But this would not be the first time we've seen supers essentially pay homage to supers from Marvel vs. Capcom, right? Was it Machi that had Maximum Spider? Maybe this is kind of like Maximum Spider as well, but for some reason I'm thinking Strider. Also, I really like the keyframe here, showing that the pipe is bending. It's nice seeing stuff like that in the animation, considering that this game does have a low budget, right? But they are still willing to do some of these 2D animation techniques with it being all 3D modeled, because it does take extra work to simulate 2D animation techniques on 3D models like this, right? This is something that you would see from Arc System Works developed games, like Guilty Gear, for example, right? So that's really nice to see. And it cuts it off a little bit. It fades to the key art of the game right here before the super is fully finished. But that's probably the final keyframe, right? Because it probably just transitions back to the normal view of the game in terms of the camera resetting, right? But anyway, I want to see the smoke clone again. Was it here? Yeah, I am highly doubtful that this is the only move that he can use with the smoke clones. I bet this is one of a few. I bet he has probably at least 2 other specials that have the clones do something else. Because I think it would be really strange if that's the only way in which he can use them, even with him having the super. So I'm really excited to see what his complete moveset is once the game releases. I'm also really surprised at how easy he seems in terms of converting hits into combos. So let me know if you guys are going to put Morel on your team. I'm really excited for the game still. With Morel's trailer, that means we only have 1 more to go before the game releases, and that will be Kite. Probably the most anticipated moveset of all, at least for me personally, because there are so many questions about how you would adapt Kite's moveset. So definitely see me there for that one. I will be posting a reaction/analysis video for Kite's trailer when he gets his trailer as well. So if you aren't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe for that. And then when the game comes out, I will try to cover it as best as possible. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see all of you later, and bye for now.